In today's video, IANSAN, renowned trainer of the Clan of Abundance in Natlan. IANSAN is a 4-star electro character, polyam wielder, healer, and incredible buffer. In this video, you'll find tips, stance explanations, artifact sets, weapons, and more, so keep watching if you want to have the best IANSAN in Genshin. Join my Discord server if you want to make friends and play Genshin or other games. You're more than welcome to join. And without further ado, this is IANSAN's character investment, a less strong range to her active talents. With the normal attack, she performs up to 3 consecutive spear strikes using a barbell, but she doesn't use them, so let's go ahead with her kit. With this skill, IANSAN charges forward a certain distance, dealing Night Solar Line electro damage to all opponents in her path. After this is done, using a normal attack will trigger one swift Stormfly Stomp that will not consume stamina, and IANSAN will regain Night's points up to her maximum and enter the Night's Blessing state. When in the Night's Blessing state, IANSAN continuously consumes Night's points, has her movement speed and jumping power increased, and holding sprint will switch IANSAN to Thunderbolt Rush mode, greatly increasing her movement speed and jumping power. In this mode, IANSAN can make flying leaps using terrain or consume additional Night's points to move on water or liquid phlogiston while being immune to damage from the latter. With the burst, IANSAN deals Night Solar Line AoE electro damage and whips out her kinetic energy scale. When this skill is used, IANSAN will gain 15 Night's points and enter the Night's Blessing state. When the kinetic energy scale leaves the field, IANSAN's Night's Blessing state will end, but more specifically, the kinetic energy skill she whips will follow the character around, boosting the attack of your current active character based on IANSAN's Night's points. If IANSAN has less than 42 Night's points, the attack bonus will be based on her Night's points and attack, and if IANSAN has at least 42 Night's points, the attack bonus will be based on her attack. So the more Night's points you have, the stronger will be the buff. Additionally, IANSAN will regenerate Night's points based on the distance your characters has moved. This excludes IANSAN herself. Her Night's Blessing state will end after she runs out of Night's points or after 1 second you leave the combat. So the level priority is burst, skill, and last normal attack. Let's have a look at the passive talents now. With the first one, after Swift Stormfly hits an opponent, IANSAN will gain the precise movement effect for 15 seconds. During this time, her attack is increased by 20%, and whenever she regains Night's points through the kinetic energy scale in her burst, she will gain 1 extra Night's point. Additionally, when your current active party member consumes or restores Night's points, the extra Night's points she gains the next time she restores Night's points via the scale will be increased to 4. This effect can occur once every 2.8 seconds, so if you have another character in the team, she will regain Night's points faster, which is really good to make her buff last longer. With the second one, when a nearby party member triggers a Night's burst, IANSAN will obtain the warming up effect for 10 seconds. During this time, when IANSAN restores at least 1 Night's point, she will also heal your current active character for 60% of her attack. This effect can be triggered once every 2.8 seconds, so of course she's a healer thanks to this passive talent and will heal you 3 times technically. If you have 2 Natlan characters in the team, this effect is almost permanent. The third is the usual talent for Natlan characters, and with the last one, while in an area with phlogiston mechanism within Natlan, regain 10 phlogiston when phlogiston levels drop below 50%. This can occur once every 10 seconds, but it's quite good for exploration. So now that we had a look at the entire kit, can we say IANSAN is BENNETT power creep? No, because even though they do the same thing, BENNETT heals more and can grant a bigger buff in attack, but it's true that IANSAN can buff in elemental damage too thanks to scroll. So in the end, IANSAN is helpful since she replaces BENNETT, but only the bad way to see it, since with her you can have BENNETT in other teams, and this is great since the majority of the DPS I own, for example, gain on attack, and I've always had trouble in replacing BENNETT in teams where I couldn't use him. Finally with IANSAN this is possible and I couldn't be happier. So now let's have a look at her build options. So for artifacts options, for 2P she can use 2-piece attack, the leader, Simenawa, and all others, 2-piece energy charge, Emblem of Sir Fate, and scroll in her case, 2-piece electro damage, Thundering Fury, and 2-piece healing bonus, Maiden Beloved, Oshihyu Clamp, and Song of Days Past. For 4-piece she can use Call of the Heroes in their city, with which she can grant elemental damage based on the reaction she triggers, which is really good and also the only set I recommend since she doesn't heal much and buffs in attack as BENNETT precisely because she can use this set, so give her this set because you will be wasting her without it. Main stats are energy charge on the sand, attack or electro damage on the goblet, and attack or healing bonus on the circlet. Substats are energy charge, attack, crits, and elemental mastery. Before we uncover her weapons options, the majority of the viewers are not subscribed, so subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content and make sure to activate the notifications to not miss out any future guides of your favorite characters. Let's have a look at weapons options now. First option is Engulfing Lightning, which grants her a lot of attack and energy charge, which is perfect for her, and the higher is her attack, the bigger will be her healing instances, so pretty good. Skyward Spine, which gives a lot of attack and fewer energy charge, the effect gives crit rate, and the rest of it is not that useful for IANSAN. Calamity Queller, which gives a huge amount of attack, and the effect increases even more when she's off field. Elemental damage bonus is not bad stuck with the bonus scroll grants her. For force as options, she can use Did the Catch, which gives a good amount of attack and energy charge. The effect increases burst crit rate, which is not bad considering she has a great multiplicator on it. Favonis Lens, which gives attack and energy charge, give her crit rate to activate the effect in the proper way. And last, Tamayurasei no Oanashi, which gives attack and energy charge. The effect will increase attack and movement speed after using the skill, so perfect for her. This weapon was obtainable through an event in 5.4. Let's have a look at the constellation before team comps, so we can understand if there are any constellation needed, or we can play IANSAN as the 0 to 11 grade performances. With the first one, when IANSAN is in combat and is in the Knights of Blessing state, she will restore elemental energy every time she consumes Knights of points every 18 seconds. Pretty good to be a first constellation. With the second one, when using the elemental burst, IANSAN will also gain the precise movement effect from her first passive talent for 15 seconds. Additionally, if IANSAN is off field while precise movement is active, she will also increase your current active character's attack by 30%. Really good constellation since now she buffs more in attack, which is great. Third, increases the level of the skill by 3. With the fourth, when the kinetic energy skill is present, IANSAN will gain 2 stacks of surging force after your current active character uses the burst. This lasts until the skill leaves the field. A surging force can be gained once per skill summoning. Whenever IANSAN restores Knights of points via the skill, she will consume 1 surging force stack and restore 4 additional Knights of points. Additionally, if her Knights of regeneration overflow, IANSAN will gain 50% of the overflow the next time she restores Knights of points via the skill. This is great since she is no longer forced to play with Natlan characters, so this makes her be a bit more versatile. The fifth increases the level of the burst by 3, and with the last one, the kinetic energy skill's duration is increased by 3 seconds. Additionally, when IANSAN triggers Knights of point restoration, if there are any overflow, she will gain the extreme force effect, which increases the damage dealt by your current active character by 25% for 3 seconds. Not bad since if her Knights of points are constantly close to the max, this effect is permanent, so she has really good constellation, but she's still strong as a 0 by the way. Now for team comps, she can replace BENNETT in several teams, but it depends on how your DPS fights, since she works better with DPS or characters that moves a lot in the field, so let's have a look at those types of team comps. First option is an Electrocharge team with Varessa, IANSAN, Shenyan and Furina. In this case, Furina applies Hydro and increases all performances, while IANSAN buffs in attack and elemental damage, also healing as Shenyun, which also buffs Varessa's plunging attack damage. Varessa is a perfect DPS for IANSAN since she is from Natlan and also moves a lot in the field, which is perfect with IANSAN in the team since you can take the most out of her kinetic energy skill mechanic. Second option is a Virgin team with Kinich, Marika, IANSAN and Furina. In this case, you have Furina that will increase damage and healing performances, which is good for Kinich and Marika, but also for IANSAN. Marika will apply Pyro, deal damage and buffing damage. IANSAN will buff in attack and elemental damage, and Kinich will activate IANSAN's burst perfectly. Third option is an Overload team with Arlecchino, IANSAN, Chevres and Fischl. In this case, Fischl applies Electro and generates a lot of particles. Chevres and IANSAN are really perfect together since they buff the same stats and also heal your active character. If you have Chevres and IANSAN C6, this team is crazy. Of course, Arlecchino will deal damage. As always, these were just examples. You can use IANSAN with a lot of other characters and teams, so have fun with her. And that's all you needed to know about our trainer IANSAN. I hope this video came useful to you. Let me know in the comments your final thoughts about this character. I remind you to subscribe to the channel and also to my TikTok and Instagram accounts, to join my Discord server, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!